Hey there, everyone, and welcome to the Pip and Pin podcast. My name is Megan Nodecker, and I'm a knitwear designer from Abbotsford, British Columbia, Canada. Today is not actually a podcast episode. What I'm going to be doing today is just sharing some information about an event that I'm participating in, and it's called the Indie Design Gift Along. This is an event that I have been participating designer in for the past 4 years, and it's just so much fun. It's a huge gift along. It's a knit along, crochet along that runs right up until Christmas. It's just a really fun, festive way to get into the spirit and to do some gift knitting or gift knitting for yourself. It doesn't necessarily have to be for other people. But I just wanted to take a couple minutes here to tell you all about this event. So, what is the Indie Design Gift Along? Basically, this is a almost 6-week long knit and crochet along, and it's all about indie designers like myself. So anyone who self-publishes knitting or crochet patterns on Ravelry is considered an indie or independent designer, and you can sign up to become a part of this event. There's a whole group on Ravelry called the Indie Design Gift Along. I will put links to everything down below. I mean, everything. There is a lot. This is a really big event. There's a lot of information. So I will try my best to talk about it, but there's so much. So I'm also going to put all of the links to the groups, to all their information down below so that you can easily find it and reference what you need. As part of this knit along, there's chat threads, there's finished objects threads, there's prizes, there's games, there's really like 8 different knit alongs kind of all going at the same time, 9 kind of. I'm gonna call it a knit along because that's what I'm used to saying, and I know I'm gonna screw it up so often. So it's technically called the gift along. It's also a crochet along, but I'm probably going to call it a knit along a lot. So this year there is 250 participating designers, and any paid pattern from any of the participating designers is eligible for prizes in this knit along. The full list is in the Ravelry group, so you'll be able to see the designer. There's a link to their designer page, and there's also a little photo. We each put together just a little photo of kind of our style, our vibe, kind of what we do, and whether we do knit or crochet. So you can easily search if you're just a knitter. You can search knit in the forum and just the knitters will come up. And if you're just crochet, you can search crochet and just the crochet patterns will come up. So it's all very organized and very lovely. I guess I should talk about when this starts. It does start on November 24th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that is, I'm in Pacific time, so that's 5 o'clock Pacific time, which is kind of nice. Get a little, it feels like we're starting early kind of, even though it's not. And it runs all the way until December 31st at midnight. So right up until New Year's Eve. You're not allowed any works in progress, so you do have to wait until November 24th, which is tomorrow if you're watching this on Monday, at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You have to wait until then to cast on. Don't cast on before then because they won't be allowed. I'm going to talk a little bit about the categories of the knit along. So there's 8 different categories. There's head, so hats like this one, hands, feet. I'm going to reference my little list here. Head, hands, feet, babies, garments, shawls, and other. So that's like home or toys or things like that. There's also the Opadoo. If you can do one project from each of those categories, you get to enter in the Opadoo finished object thing, and those people are amazing. So yeah, there's 8, there's different chat groups for all of the different categories. Basically how you enter your project is say you have say I'm working on this hat. So I would go to the head category, and in that forum there, I would just say, oh, I'm gonna make the sprocket sock, I'm gonna make the sprocket hat by Megan Nodecker. And then one of the moderators will put you on a list. When you finish it, you can also post it in that thread, and then there's a finished object thread that you'll post it in. They'll be able to see that you finished it, and you'll be able to be entered for prizes. The chat threads, especially on the really, really popular categories like hats and socks, and hats and socks, I think, are the two, or head and feet, are the two really, really busy forums. They get kind of crazy, and honestly, it can be very intimidating. Do not try to keep up with the chat. Do not feel like you have to read everything and respond to everything. Honestly, my game plan when I go into these forums is to just start, because by the time you get to the bottom of the page, 8 people have written new posts. So just jump in, start, respond to people, post things. If you're working on something, post what you're working on, the yarn you're using. It's just a big, fun, crazy fun thing. Sorry, I wrote a list and now I'm kind of jumping around. I tried really hard to keep this organized. Again, all of the links to all of the information in a much more orderly fashion will be down below. And for your projects, you can share them on Instagram or Facebook, social media sites. There are a couple hashtags to use. There is hashtag giftalong2020 and hashtag GAL2020. So you can use those to look. Oh, sorry, that was my cat. So you can use those to look at other people's projects and see what's going on Instagram. Okay, so for prizes, there are tons of prizes. Every designer, when you sign up to become a participating designer, you give 6 codes to your shop. So I think this year there's almost 1,600 electronic prize codes, and those are for different patterns from different people's shops. And there's also physical prizes that people have donated, and those, there's a full list of all the physical prizes that you can win. Those are for like the grand prizes for the finished objects threads and things like that. You can also win prizes through the games. There's like a designer hunt, there's a designer alphabet soup, and then there's another one. Oh, there's like a trivia game too. So you can win prizes through that. Tons and tons of different ways to win prizes. And one rule is you must be a member of the Gift Along group to win a prize. So if you're on Ravelry in the group, I think, I'm going to take a peek here. If you go to the Indie Design Gift Along group on Ravelry, on the right, the top right of the page there is a button where you can join the group, become a member. I'm not quite sure exactly what the wording is, but join the group. That way you will make sure that you are eligible for prizes. And to start off the gift along, there is a sale. There is a big sale. Every single designer participates in this sale. It's a pretty good one. So the first week of the gift along, this happens. So from November 24th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to November 30th at 11:59, so about midnight Eastern Standard Time, every participating designer will have 10 to 20 of their patterns for 25% off. Each designer has a bundle on their designer page, which you can. They're not quite out yet. So if you're watching this on Monday, you might not be able to see them quite yet. On Tuesday, every single designer will have a bundle up on their designer page with all of the patterns that are included in the sale bundle. To take advantage of the sale, all you have to do is find whatever patterns you like, put them in your cart, and then use the code GIFTALONG2020 and you'll get 25% off of those patterns. So mine, I'll put a link to down below. I have 20 patterns that are going to be on sale for that week-long period, including this guy, which is the Sprocket hat, which also has a pair of matching socks, and this, which is the Cat Bells cardigan. So those will be on sale along with 18 other patterns. There is also going to be a giant bundle available with all of the participating designers' sale patterns. So there's actually 2 bundles. There's going to be one with the sale patterns, and that will be, I will try to remember to put the link to it down below. It's not out yet. Usually it starts right when the gift along starts. So I'll try to remember to pop that link in down below. If it's not there, go to the group. I'm sure you will be able to find it. But there is a huge bundle with all of the participating designer sale patterns. So you can go into that bundle and they're actually searchable. So you can use Ravelry Advanced Search to filter them. So you don't have to look at every single sale pattern. If you're looking for hat patterns specifically, you can filter it so that it's just the hats. If you're looking for something that's in your library already, so you don't have to buy patterns, you can just click in my library and all of the patterns that are, all of the eligible patterns that you already own will pop up as well. So there's going to be one for the sale and then one for just every single pattern that is eligible for prizes. So with the sale, those aren't the only patterns. So I have 20 patterns that are for sale, but every single one of my paid, independently published patterns is eligible for prizes. And that's about it. So yeah, I hope that you will join us. It's really, really fun. I already have a couple patterns that I've picked out from other designers that I'm going to be casting on Tuesday. I have my yarn wound up. I got my patterns picked. I'm just going to wait till Tuesday to cast it on. And it's always such a fun thing and a great way to kind of get into the holiday spirit and feel some camaraderie, which is something I think we all kind of need this year. So yeah, I hope that you will join us. Please check out all of the links down below to the Indie Design Gift Along group. If you do have any questions, feel free to post them below and I will try my best to answer them. I don't have all the answers. If you're really curious about something or have kind of a more in-depth question, I would suggest going to the group and they have a questions thread there where the actual organizers of the event will be able to answer you more thoroughly. And that's it. So I hope you'll join us. I'm really excited. Make sure you follow the hashtags on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. I'm going to be sharing some of the projects that I'm working on over the coming weeks. Happy holidays and happy gift along. Bye.